going to be talking about consultation and why it's not important. Well, I just find it just to be a bit of a waste of time. I mean, when I do
For real?
Rewind, as if. No, we need to do a consultation. Why?
Why?
You may ask.
It's so important. Like, it can be for so many different reasons. Their lifestyle, what they use on their skin. We're talking mainly waxing here, right? Do you have any horror stories from when you used to teach or yourself? Or...
I've got a very common one, which a lot of people probably have faced in the early days of their waxing. And that is taking off an eyebrow or going too thin with an eyebrow. I don't think I was taught properly how to shape.
No.
So I've just come in and plonked on the wax underneath.
Yeah.
Didn't properly do a consultation, so I didn't know what she wanted. I just thought everyone's eyebrows, you just do the same thing.
Yeah.
And
just get that hair going.
Yeah. And took off underneath and the client freaked out. So there was my first big lesson of consultation and actually asking. The other one was with a student.
Yes.
I noticed on the other side of the room, I was with another student and she was coming in with the spatula and just wax about to drop and she just came in to go do the eyebrow. I don't think I've ever run so fast in my life. I've bolted to the other side of the room.
Did you make it?
Whacked her. Oh, no! It was like I had to. There was no other way. Whacked the hand and scared everyone involved, but we saved her eyebrows. So they were my two stories. Apart from that, I've got another one, but I know you've got a very similar one. So what's your horror
This is
story?
the, with the Roaccutane.
Yes.
Okay. So, Roaccutane is a prescribed drug for acne. Yeah.
Medication, yeah.
You have to go get it from a dermatologist. So it's pretty strong, this stuff. It can alter your skin and change it. Now, this wasn't from me myself doing the treatment. This was another staff member. I had come back from my lunch break, sitting at reception, and all I can see is this girl coming walking into the salon, and I was like, oh my goodness, trying to keep a straight face, mind you, because I could see from how far away she was, red, raw, like not to the point of bleeding, but this was fleshly? Did I just make up a new word? Freshly, like burnt skin, which, you know how it's like that really shiny, but huge chunks, like everywhere. Anyway, she comes in, she's really upset, tried to calm her down. I took her in a private room, asking if she was okay, like what happened. I just got my brows waxed. I said, oh no, where did you go? She said, here. And I was like, oh, I didn't do this. Like what? It was obviously while I was on my lunch break, another girl had done it. So I was trying to get to the bottom of it because obviously I can see from the get-go that her skin has been burnt and ripped off. I didn't put anything on it except a cool compress. Anything that's that severe, don't touch. Just get the client to seek medical advice from GP or elsewhere. This was, I think, one of those cases where a consultation or a verbal chat was just not even, didn't even happen. I went through a series of questions with her, just kept asking her, do you take anything? What do you use on your skin? Everything. And then I said, I noticed that you do have some breakouts. She did have quite a few active ones around her like chin and cheek area. And she said, yeah, I'm on some Accutane stuff. And I just went, oh my goodness. You're not even meant to wax on that. What is it? After 6 months of use is when you can start again, I think. Hence the reason why you should never even wax when you're taking it.
Yeah.
It thins the skin drastically, and obviously it makes, photosensitive? If you use any like waxing products, it's taking off the first layer of the skin. So yes, she had already thin skin on medication and then had it waxed off. Amazing. So recipe for disaster there. What I would have done personally is, not a test patch, but if you had waxed one small area, that's why it's really important to do it in sections, because then you can see if their skin has had a response. And I just would have stopped after the first, because you would have been able to see it straight away.
Yeah. You can tell straight away.
Yeah.
I've definitely done a client where She wasn't on Roaccutane or anything that I knew of, but for whatever reason, her skin was thinner, and I removed the first bit of wax, and I noticed straight away it looked shiny, and instantly really
red,
pink. And I think the shine is what gives it away. It's taken off that top layer of the skin. And I said to her, oh, does that feel okay? She's like, oh, it feels okay. And this was in my young years, so I was just like, oh, I'll keep going, and maybe she's just sensitive. No, she came back in and it was like scabs, and said that, you know, it had taken off skin.
Which can be from so many other things as well. It's commonly known as grazing. Have you ever heard that term? Even if someone's using quite a lot of active skincare. So any clients, you know, with concerns of aging, acne, pigmentation will use a lot of retinols, AHAs, BHAs. I found a common one that clients can get a bit more sensitive when they're having waxing done is niacinamide, actually. So yeah, I think it's super important just to have those discussions with your clients. Even just a verbal quick check-in. Anything changed? How'd you go last time with your waxing? Any concerns? What have you been using? When I have clients that have quite an active skincare routine, I always double check in with them and see how they're going, because you definitely shouldn't use it straight after.
If you're unsure and you persist, when you remove or just do small sections like you had said, and just check that instant reaction, or even do a little section, maybe go over and tweeze just a little area just to see how that section has turned up if you're unsure. Or make sure you discuss with them their history with waxing. It's
also like with experience too. I think you get to know the skin a little, and you have instances where, I'm not saying you're looking at them, but you're like, oh, you can almost see that their skin's a bit thinner, and you can opt for different waxes. Like I have 4 different waxes that I use. So I have.
And how do you manage that? Do you have like different inserts, or what do you do?
I have different inserts. I'll always use the same body strip wax. Use the same like Brazilian hot wax forever and ever. It's amazing. It's the best. But then I have different ones for brows or the face. So I have a sensitive one, which is just hot, and then I have one that you can either remove it like a hot wax or with strips as well. So that will just depend on the client too. So if I know that they're quite okay, they're a regular client, they're fine with a strip, I'll use that one. Or if they're a new client or they do have sensitivities or use those products, definitely opt for a hot wax or a sensitive wax.
Okay, so having different waxes on hand, making sure you're doing a thorough consultation. If you're unsure of the medication, or if they don't state they're on medication but you can tell that maybe they're a little bit sensitive, working in smaller patches, make sure you're getting their history. Have they ever had reaction? Has their skin ever been removed? Open communication is key. Now, as a little bonus for our students, do you think you want to divulge on what wax you use that you were just saying is the best?
It's not even anything special. Like, it's called Brilliance. Maybe it's brilliant. But how do you pronounce them? Caron Lab?
Caron?
Yeah, just the Brilliance, the hot wax. The white, plain, basic. I use the Azure Shimmer, which is Caron Lab as well, for the strip wax. And then I have Satin Smooth. I want to say Satin Smooth, that's zinc oxide, which is, it's like a hot wax, but it's like a strip wax. But then I have my sensitive wax, which is called, we're going to have to look these names up later, Nature Verde. It's a gold flex one. It's really pretty, but they're all really, really great. And I haven't had any issues with people with reactions to them or anything like that.
And do you want to just explain what zinc oxide does? She was saying it has zinc oxide.
Well, it's just better for sensitive skins. Less irritating as well.
So that's what you want to look for. In a wax for sensitive skin as your alternative wax. Okay, anything else you want to discuss when it comes to facial waxing, consultation?
I think too, if something is happening when you're doing the service, don't freak out. Don't be like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, I've just waxed your skin off. Just say, oh, are you feeling okay? I've noticed there's a bit more redness than usual. And then go through that consultation again, and always say, you have filled out the form, but is there maybe something else that you're missing, or maybe a skincare product you're using that you don't know what's in it. 9 times out of 10, it's just that they don't know that they actually can't use it when they get waxing treatments. Yeah. And then just that communication of letting them know, try not to use it at least anywhere from maybe like 5 days before the appointment and about 5 days after. And then just being honest with them will definitely really help. Because then you'll build that rapport with them, because they're saying, oh, she's actually looking out for me. She wants to help me. She wants me to have the best from the treatment. So it goes hand in hand. Yeah.
Totally agree. Well, there you have it. Consultation and facial waxing. What you need to look for, what you need to avoid. Thank you for watching our video. And I'm going to hand over to Bianca for the outro because you're so good at it.
Well, if you want to see or know more about consultation, they are in a lot of our courses that we provide, so head on over to our website. But make sure you like, subscribe, any comments, pop them down below. And I was going to say we'll see you soon. No, we don't want to see you soon.
We won't see you, but hopefully you'll see us.
Yeah, hopefully you'll see us. All right, bye guys.
Bye.
As soon as I was saying it, I was like, that's what you said last time.